team up and do a very simple funnel for the people who can monetize so fast. Just Instagram plus Skool.
Yeah, so
like
Instagram had them start their own community. So I hear the biggest roadblock is people starting their Skool community. Is that right? Or are they starting, or they're hesitant to start a Skool community?
They don't even know what Skool is. Like, they don't even know what Skool exists. That's the trouble here.
What communities are, memberships are, right?
Like, people more understand, like, oh, Instagram, oh, YouTube, oh, Facebook. Like, they think that's community.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that thing just has so many algorithms, and then you don't really push out your stuff, whatever you want to say, directly to the people, and then so needs so much effort to create like even much volume or much voice in order to spread out your words. That's how I feel.
Yeah. My brain goes to, for them to understand the concept, how do we find examples that are like, yeah, that makes completely sense. Higher ups in maybe it's business owners, famous celebrities, and how people would pay to get around them monthly. And you could be that celebrity. You might not feel like it, but we can get you to have your fans and people that learn from you, want to just be around you, to pay you monthly to be in a membership. So if they understand memberships, this is just like, I think my whole point is like I'm trying to bridge the gap to get them to sign up now. And then I find because I help people start communities too. And the biggest thing is that they just don't know what to name it. They don't know what topic.
Yeah.
They don't know what to charge. They don't know any of that. So I just say start a free community and then give them like a bonus if they do it right away. You know, so I think it's, for me, one of my biggest bonuses is when you hit a milestone, you hit your goal, I'll interview you to my audience to get your members in. So I'll help you grow it, but you got to hit that milestone. And I said, I'm only going to do the first 50, or you know what I mean? So get them to sign up immediately, because I think that's what people, Sam said yesterday, the biggest time waster for most people is waiting to make a decision, thinking about the decision. That's when the spin the wheel came up. It was just like, spin the wheel, see what comes up. You know, I thought that was so fascinating.
Yeah. So you do a lot of affiliate?
Yeah. So here's how I do it. I love the affiliate income.
Yeah.
So I'm not number one, but I'm trying to get there. That guy's doing like 150 a month or something. But the way I get them to sign up as affiliate is teaching them how to be successful to start their community. Because if I know I can get people to sign up, but if they don't get their first few members and then they don't get the activity engagement and a way to monetize, they're going to cancel. So
yeah.
I actually sell the information to get them to sign up as an affiliate. And once they're signed up as an affiliate, that information helps them implement. So yeah, I think it's like, how do we create, and you do the same, right? You teach them how to start their community, engage their community, and profit from the community. So I think people just need the help to get out of their own way to make the decision to go for it. And I tell them, if your name isn't the one you love, I started my community, we hit 1,000 members. We changed the name later because I'm like, this isn't resonating with them. So I had them vote on the name, and they picked Community Creators Club.
Yeah, that's the best. Interact.
And then we're doing like member of the week, member of the month, like get like what they said, make them feel cool in your community and they'll never leave. So like all those things we can teach people, because in their minds they're like, I don't know what I'm gonna create a community on. I don't know how I'm gonna make money with this. I said, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about creating an offer. If you just surround people that you like speaking with, and they'll share what they want, what they're struggling with, and when you listen for like, let's call it 30 days, you can then take that and create the offer and together. So it's always like, I don't know what to sell to people. It's like, you won't know. You have to find out from them by connecting with your members to create the offer. So it's like, takes the pressure off of, I need an offer, I need to know my name perfect. If we just relieve the pressure and say, hey, start a free trial, set it up, think about who you want in your community, what do you love talking about, where do you lose track of time talking about, and don't even worry about how to make the money. The money will come when you're passionate about it, you know?
So you mean you sincerely suggest just open one and then don't care about the name because you can change it later. But what about the URL? Like, you can't change it.
URLs are, so I didn't teach this until like 2 weeks ago. But here's what happens. Free trials, I found that if they wait 14 days for it to activate, they will likely, not all, but a lot more churn. They just, the day before, whatever, they say, I don't want to renew. But if I can get them to secure their URL, instead of waiting 14 days for them to activate, they're activating like day one. I'm like, choose a URL. Again, don't overthink it. Just get one word, because one words won't be a thing in a year from now. So right now you can get a one word URL if you'd like to, but that won't, we're so early that you can't probably do that in the future. So get the one that, you don't have to get like a topic, like it could be an identity. So my people, I call them action takers. So my community is /action taker.
But then you still like make them pick a niche already, like action taker, right?
Yeah,
but like I feel like most people, they are like stuck on like very first step. Like how did you help them like break through this?
In my free community, the Start Here module, the whole thing is solving the problems I know they're going to have when it comes to sign up to either Skool and create their own community, or to buy my product, which helps them do that. So the Start Here module in my free community, everything else is locked until you do the Start Here module. Once you finish that, everything else unlocks, because it's overwhelming seeing it all. I just want them to Start Here. Start Here gives them an overview, gets them to add themselves to the map, introduce themselves, share about them. Like, what's going to be an easy way to get them to experience it? Because once they put a comment and then someone likes that comment, now they're getting the notifications and like the dopamine rush. They're like, oh, someone's doing that, someone's doing that. I just want to get them to come back. The second part of the Start Here module is the idea phase. How do I help them come up with an idea? So I have two kind of long lessons. It's like 30 minutes each. I don't think it's too long, but for my videos, I'll try to keep them over 5 minutes. But the part 1 and part 2 are just how to think about the idea, and just, again, let them know that this can change. Even if your first community, I've done 6 communities on Skool. It took my 4th one until it finally took off. So just have fun, test it. I just relieve the pressure. This isn't forever, you know, it gets to change. You can change your name, you can change your topic, but you'll never know if you don't just start. And I always say, like, the next thing will show up when you just start and stay consistent there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And then the journey along the way will just keep surprising you.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so I think that's a big thing. How can we just get them to not overthink it?
Yeah, and then just first step, and then sign up this URL. It's yours for now, and then you got an affiliate.
Yeah, exactly. And then just have fun, because, I mean, I would show them the funny, I show them all the funny topics.
Yeah.
Someone has a community that's a joke community. Somebody has one that's a gift community. Somebody has one on sewing and high jumping, and like, that's then like, oh, this doesn't have to be a how to make money thing.
Yeah, bro, I think imagination, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because people kind of lack of the imagination. Like, this could be, it feels like always have to teach people how to monetize, or teach people like how to do blah, 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 like that. But it doesn't have to be.
Exactly. So I always think of everything as like I don't know if the framework, perfect webinar. I learned it from Russell Brunson. It's basically, at the end of the day, I want them to take an action at the end of this Start Here module, which is sign up to Skool, or even come and join our workshop. So what needs to shift? I need to tell them a story, and then I need to cover the strategy, and tease the tactics, because that's going to overwhelm them. I don't even show them how to, just show them, you'll get this later, and then proof. If we could just do those 4 things, that's the easiest way. So I try to think of what are the lessons I could put in this free training in the Start Here module to get them here, not just one story, but like my story of how I think about it, how I started getting it, but also what about the product? They're going to say, this cool thing won't work because of this. Skool won't work because of this. Skool won't work because of this. So if I could just tell those little clips to get them to shift, and then they'll say, okay, I believe in Skool, but I can't do Skool. So then it's like all the I, me, I don't know the tech, I don't know this. So we shift those beliefs. And the last thing is the things over there, like no one's going to join my community, all the things, you know, whatever it is. And I just, so tell them those quick 1-sentence stories, and then show them the proof and just examples and success. They're like, all right, I got it. I don't have to overthink this. I don't have to make the final decision. I just want to start today. And then they sign up to Skool.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And they
that's
keep interviewing
really
people that are being successful, as you guys are, because it's so good to get them that proof.
Yeah, it's like we really want to inspire and like show them like it's more than you think. It's not just because we like witness so many different, even like Ryan's gift can like.
You know what I can say to anyone out there that's they're struggling with thinking about Skool? I think about I'm new to this world. I used to wait tables for a decade. I dropped out of college, and I started my own community in 2019. And I was negative in the bank. I quit my job. I had a 6-figure student loan debt. I started a community. In 6 months, I made over $100,000, paid off that entire student loan, built $1 million business in 18 months from a community. But the problem was it was a Facebook group. And then I had courses on other software. That's expensive. Email marketing on another software. And then it all adds up. And it was disjointed and disconnected. So you have people in your Facebook, you have them in this, they have to go log in here. And with Skool, it's the first product I've ever seen for $99 a month. You can be in business. That's unheard of. And it's simple, it's fun, and I just see people making amazing impacts in the world. And their mission, bringing 1 billion users to find community, that's one of the greatest things, I think. So we're just going to help them. My question for those people, 1 billion people on the platform, do you want to be someone who has a community help those 1 billion people find homes? Even if you get a 0.001% of the people into your community, they'll find you on the platform from the search feature. That's, correct if I'm wrong, but that's 100,000 people in your community and people buying your products without you having to. I love the Instagram, I love social media, but you don't even have to do that once you get traction from the software and you grow your community from Instagram and social. Skool will bring you members, and I'm getting 200 people in my free community every week without content, without advertising, because they're finding me on discovery, on search. So when those 200 people join, we're selling 1 out of 4 of them buy my $99 product, and then from there 1 out of 4 join my $5,000 product. So I think if we can help people create that and they get found on Skool, that's the question I'd be asking people. Do you want free traffic?
Yeah, it's like, why not, right?
And it's only going to get more as Skool spends millions of dollars on paid ads and brings 1 billion users in. They're just going to find communities and want to find those people's communities. People that you're helping create community, that's the biggest question they'll have is, how do I get people? They'll get them from Skool. And of course, go do Instagram, go and ramp it up. But as you grow, more people will find, especially as it expands internationally. People are the first. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now we're like, please make it into
Mandarin. Imagine having the first Mandarin community on Facebook. If you go look at any topic, I imagine there's maybe hundreds of thousands of people in those Facebook groups. They could be the first one on Skool and change the trajectory of many lives.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking too. What about, what's your 2025 vision or mission to your community you think you have?
Yeah, so my mission, my first goal was to help 1,000 people start Skool communities. Now I want to think bigger because we're almost at that goal.
Wow, fast.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and this is kind of, I'm at a crosshair in my world right now because I have an opportunity to potentially come and help Skool with the affiliate marketing side. So if that were to happen, because I believe in this, my company is called Full-Time Freedom. I never thought I'd work for anybody ever again. I love having the freedom working for myself. And the idea of coming here, it's in the works. I don't know where I'm supposed to be sharing this, but I'm excited about it. It's the only company I would ever want to work for. So that, I think, speaks volumes. So right now, my goal, it's actually unclear what path I'm going to go. But either way, it involves helping Skool grow, helping people grow communities. Yeah.
Do you know about the Skool Cafe? The real Skool Cafe is coming. The virtual one, not virtual, the real one. Virtual is not the real one, right?
Is it the Skool Cafe community?
Not the community, like the real Skool Cafe.
Oh, like a coffee shop.
Yes.
So in real life events.
Yeah, in real life
shops.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
I think Dan, they are going to set up one. In Canada.
Yeah, and you guys will do one in
Taiwan. See, that's like a nice goal. That's fun.
You'll be famous. I'm serious.
It's just like
Skool will become that big.
Yes, what I'm thinking too. And actually, in my because I don't know, before we were so working hard on winning the Skool game, that's the only goal target. And then once you hit it, it was like,
what's next?
I don't know if you have that feeling, sometimes your flame just kind of almost, because I believe people's energy is curving like that.
Yeah.
You can't always become
You're
keep
right.
going. Yeah,
That's
how do you conquer that? Like if you feel like your fire, your flames are almost disappearing.
Yeah.
How did you like, and then make it like, the fire come up again?
Yeah, I always noticed, and I was helped support like through this, and that's I love your philosophy because it is. If you weren't, it'd be flatline when you're not living, you know? Like, so, I believe every time I'm having a moment, a downside, I think I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. And the worse it seems to feel, the bigger the breakthrough coming up is going to be. And what gets me through, honestly, is my community, our testimonials, our wins, and taking evidence of how far we've come. Because usually when we're in a down moment, we're looking way too in the future, and it's like, I'm not hitting goals or something, whatever. But if we look back at where we started, so what I started doing, because this is a big thing for me, I really feel that a lot, and I have a very emotional swing. I have a wall in my home, and it's all pictures of the things that I've done, the people I've met, a lot of my mentors, the awards I've won. And on tough days, I'll just pause and I'll look at the wall, and I'm like, and one of the first photos is me clocking out as a waiter for the final time. So it starts there and just shows the timeline. So that always helps. And yes, looking at the video testimonials from my clients, just know that I'm making a difference. That's helpful. And the last thing is I have my vision printed out on a piece of paper, written out, and the cost of inaction. So here's my vision, and if I don't achieve this, this is what's going to happen. And it's like the cost of inaction, all the things that won't, and not only me, but my family, my future self, my future family, my clients, the world, if we don't move forward and keep just going. So those things help me a lot.
Wow, this is like a next level vision goal. Because normally vision goal, we just like put on the thing that we want to achieve, and there's another consequence. If you don't achieve, this is the crazy hell you're going to go. That's really effective.
And what's good is doing this for my clients, if they're not showing up for themselves and to what we do, I know what it's costing them. So this helps with sales too. A lot of people feel like they're being sales and they don't want to sell. But if you have a message, you have a story, you're helping people. We all know that. And you're actually, I want to know before I make an invitation. Say I do a presentation, I'm going to sell an offer at the end. I'm going to sell Skool Community, or I'll sell my program. I'll read the cost of inaction of what my ideal avatar is, what it's costing them to not move forward into what we're doing. And it's actually my old story. It's like people are going to be stuck and they're going to be overthinking and overwhelmed, and they've been saying they want to go do this thing for years, and they say, I'll do it next year or I'll do it next month, and it never happens. So if I know that that's their cost of inaction, helping them decide isn't selling at all. It's helping them. I don't care if the decision's a no, as long as that no is right for what they want. So most people, the problem is they're in between the yes and the no for years and they never do anything. So that's what helps me feel the conviction and make my conviction and belief in them greater than their fear. And I think that's what sales is. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that leads me another question. Like, okay, I want to like ask you like personally question. Because my low ticket, I actually have like all this like manifestation and then vision board and then like meditation part too, because I think that's very important. You got to look the answer inwards. You can look outwards. You just keep looking for tools and strategy. It's not going to take you anywhere. But then like I did like what they say, the strategy, ask the community, like one thing you want to skip or like one thing you want to throw away, you think it's not important, that questions. And then everybody like keep giving the answers that they don't want a meditation. They think that's like and then they want the monetization. I'm like, well, I thought that's like the most important part, like the base. If you don't have that, this is kind of hard.
It's the hardest thing because this is why people that teach leads in sales, marketing and sales are successful. But most people that buy those things are unsuccessful. And I know that when we become successful, people like in this building and all of you know that those who are successful know that that's what it takes. But I think it takes people so long to get their inner and their mindset and their vision. And for me, I know it to be true because when I came home from a big event, it was called Funnel Hacking Live in 2019. I made my computer background Photoshop picture of me on stage. And it said 2020. And then every year it didn't happen. I just updated 2021, 2022, 2023, and finally it did. It took me 4 years. But I envisioned myself on that stage. This is a big stage, like 7,000 people as it grown over the years. And it happened. And I just feel like if you don't have your goals in sight and even if you want it, you have to believe it. So I didn't believe it in my mind and my body for 3 years until that 4th year. I believed I could do it. So people have to keep seeing and visualizing. Maybe it won't take them 4 years. I'm in my own way, like most people, but you got to keep working on it. And the more you work on yourself, you become a leader that people want to see and follow.
Exactly.
So I think the journey isn't the $1 million goal. I did it. I'm like, where's all my money? I'm still this. When you start like developing and solving problems at the next level, and then like go for that next new aim that's not money, I think that's like the real purpose, the passion. I still don't know my like level 10, but like I said, just do what you're doing now and keep at it, and the next thing will show up. And maybe one day I will know what I'm here for, and you know what I mean? But you gotta start.
That's like really interesting that you say you like Photoshop yourself. Exactly, that's what we did too. Like Jay Photoshopped us like in the mastermind event with Alex Samuels in the front. That's our vision.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, it's so good. I believe it. That's so good. But yeah, I think even if it's something simple for them, just to choose. Here's the thing why people don't say yes or know how to make a decision, because they don't know what they want. So even if you just say, what do you really want? So my vision that I have them fill out and then sign and date is
it's like a contract.
Yeah, it is. Contract to give themselves permission to hit this vision. It's like, who must I become? Like, what's the identity? Maybe for me, it's a husband, a father, or it could be an entrepreneur, a leader. So what's the identity? And then what does that person do? What do they not do? How's my health, my wellness, my emotional, my physical, all the things. So I have categories. I just fill out that one page. And then at the bottom, they sign it. And that's the vision. And the next page is the cost of action. What's it going to cost me if I don't do this? What's it going to cost myself, my future self, my family, my future family, my clients, and then ultimately the world? Because if you help clients that help other people, and you don't do this, it's going to cost the world, right? So now they have two things, and that could be a great exercise in communities, just to get people to fill those out and then post a photo of you signing the contract in the community. And it's a big ask for them, but if they do that, they're a rock star. I would put them on the fast track to having a conversation. Yeah,
I think that's a very smart move. We should start do that.
给台湾的想要建立社群的人，然后不能做的事情，真的有点。
Oh yeah. I haven't asked you. The fun question is, like if, okay, give us like a Taiwanese people or the Mandarin community, if they want to start a new community.
Yeah.
A school community, what's one suggestion that you want to tell them not to do?
Not to do?
Yes.
Oh, hold on, let me think. Not to do. Okay, I got it. Just go for it, or I talk to you?
Yes.
Talk to you or talk to the camera?
Let's talk to the camera,
Talk to the camera? So if you're going to start a community, what that could do? Yeah. So if you are courageous and you know you have a message, and even if you don't know what that message is, go share your story. There are people waiting. There's not only thousands, there's millions of people out there waiting for your story. And when you start a community, my biggest piece of advice is don't just try to sell. Don't look at your people as leads and sales. Don't look at them as a profile picture and dollar signs. When you truly just connect with people and communicate, that's going to help them want to work with you. So I know it's hard to pause just for a little bit and not just DM and sell everybody. But when you show up and you don't sell them, they're going to want to buy from you. So just show up, ask questions, get to know every single person, especially as you're growing. It's okay if you don't have 100 or 1,000. If you talk to every person in your community, the first 5, the next 10, all the way up to 100 and beyond, you're going to build that foundation so strong that you don't have to grow it. They're going to grow it for you. So start there and just trust me, the wealth and the abundance will come.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a great interview. We got good stuff.
That's the biggest mistake I made, though.
I
I was told to sell. For 7 years, I never made no money. And when I just stopped and just took 30 days, and I needed money in those 30 days. I was broke. I had to go ask for my job back, and I didn't want to go wait tables. So I just said, I'm just going to connect with people. I got on 15-minute calls with all my 100 members, and
Just make friends.
And I had nothing to sell yet. And I was trying to find out what to create so I could sell something. And they grew my community to 2,000 members in 59 days. They grew my community, 2,000 members in 59 days. And then based on that, that's when I launched the product. I created the thing that they said they wanted. And I didn't even build it. I didn't even film it. I just said, here's what we're gonna do in 8 weeks. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you buy the beta, we're gonna build it together. So that's how I launched my first product. I made $35,000 in that time period. And that was more than I made in a year waiting tables a year before. And I did it in like a week. So that was like, okay, this is real.
Yeah, I think that's where to start community is like you just like brainstorm with all your member inside what they need and just give what they need.
Yes.
And
have fun with it. And when you just bring people you love meeting, like this is why I love meeting all of you, you don't have to explain yourself because we already know. Like build a community of people you don't have to explain yourself to.
Yeah, because people come in for the same reason.
Yeah, because they're friends and their family and their closest people be like, what are you doing? Like, no, that's not right. And like, that's not fun. So go around people that are doing bigger things and that you get the belief you can do it. And that's when you become successful at the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
okay,
right?
Can you say Qiji CEO in Chinese?
Qiji, how you say it?
In Mandarin. Qiji CEO.
TGC CEO.
Yeah, CEO. You know CEO.
Yeah. So
TG CEO.
TGE is the word. Is it word or multiple words?
It's
TGE.
Miracle CEO, but it's like called Qiji. It's the miracle in Mandarin. Qiji
CEO. Qiji CEO. Just say that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Qiji CEO.
It's like we're making some commercial. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
Thank you.